so I started, actually I was walking up and down the street outside the house. And so it became a game. One day can do 5 hard points, and then the next day can do 10, and I slowly increased. And then I read that you need about 150 hard points a week. So I divided that, so that's about 25 hard points a day, and that's easily manageable. And then after getting hard points, it became a case of, well, how many steps am I doing during that time? And then I got it to 10,000 steps a day. It's become like an addiction now. So if I don't get my 10,000 steps a day, it's like it don't feel quite right, you know, it's like must do until I get 10,000 steps or more. But I must say I've actually felt fitter since then. I think it's just generally, you know, it's like it gives you something to do, something to focus on, and it's good, it's okay. Yeah, it caused me a lot of knee pain. I think I started to increase the amount I was walking, and then I thought, okay, I will do some walking, running, like intermittent. And then the running actually overdid it. So I then discovered how bad I've got osteoarthritis in the knees. And so running doesn't do it any good. So after a while I decided, okay, let's forget about this. We need to stop the running. I don't have anything to prove, well, except that I know I can do it, but there's nothing more to prove. So it's like get down, just stop and go back to just walking. Okay, I think it's know your limitations and just don't overdo it, really. If you're starting to get pain, it's just stop. You know, don't go crazy over this. You're meant to enjoy it rather than to make it into something that's suffering. I think if you feel tired, just do less. And then on another day, you can do a little bit more. So I find like sometimes after the weekend, when there's been more rest, Monday I'm probably more energetic and I can actually do a larger number of steps. And then towards the week, it starts to get a little bit less and less. So it's back to know your limitations. As healthcare professionals, maybe we're not very good at looking after ourselves because we're busy giving time to others and people who need our help and our care. So we want to spend more time with doing that and less time on ourselves. But I think after a while, you actually need to think about looking after yourselves, because unless you're in 100% fit or, you know, as best as you are, you can't help others. So it's going to involve things like lifestyle, and certainly diet has to come into this. So if you want to promote a wellness plan for your staff, you need to be able to look into all these aspects. So the diet that staff are eating, for example, you know, ensuring what comes out of the canteen at the workplace has to be appropriate. It would be good to have exercise facilities where staff can actually go and can go easily, so that it doesn't become such an effort to get to it. You know, where the access has to be easy. I guess you need champions, perhaps, to promote the ideas, you know, so that the message is there all the time. It's constantly being promoted. I'd probably start with diet actually, I think, because I think that's the easiest thing to target and get people going, and it's cutting down the amount of sugar in the diet. And then to consider exercise next after that. Okay, I don't have a smartwatch. I don't own one. I just use a phone. So I use an app on the phone, which means I actually carry it around with me. I've tried strapping it to an arm when you're doing exercise, but somehow it didn't seem to pick up as well. So I actually just hold the phone. So when I'm walking, for example, so doing more walking, use less of the lift if possible. A bit difficult when you're coming down from the 14th floor. No, actually coming down is okay. Going up to 14th floor is a bit of a challenge. So yes, maybe you can use the lift going up, but walking where possible. That's one thing. If I can't achieve my steps in the morning, sometimes I do it in the evening when I'm at home. Just go for a walk around the neighborhood. Yeah, it's doable. It's a question of how do you just build it into your daily routine.